Hey, for us, because we got a couple of new things being added this next week, and we showed the people in Geek Out Friday, but we really want to show you, the person that hasn't ever heard of BotMasher, or you heard about it, but you go, well, what really is it? Wayne and I have a hard time defining it because it's a bunch of automations that we thought, hey, we don't want to pay for a subscription. We want to just automate it with our own tool. So that's what we've done is we've eliminated a lot of subscriptions that we have because we're just building automation. And it's automations that you would use for marketing, for SEO. And now we're even adding video magic automations. So we know that the long-term future for SEO and for local marketers is getting videos, getting social media content. So a lot of our automations are going to be focused around that social media, either syndication sources like we've done with all our other tools, but give you a lot more power to get into the TikToks, the Reddits, the LinkedIn. And like we started with, is to replace subscriptions that we have. So instead of using Repurpose and some of the others, we'll build our own little tool, and they're all going to go into BotMasher. So to kind of wrap up what it is, it's an automation toolkit, basically. What you say, Wayne?
Yeah, I'd say like an AI Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, exactly. And people go, well, why did you build this? Why didn't you just put it in AI Masher, RSS Masher? Well, those tools are heavy hitter. And I say that with a smile because they are beast. And even I know sometimes it takes a little while to learn them, but once you learn any of our tools, you go, well, that just makes sense. They're intuitive once you start actually using them. If you've never used them, it takes a little bit of time to learn them. And I'd say a little bit of time. You spend a couple of hours with these and you're ready to go. But BotMasher is more designed to say, we need to automate something. This is where we put our bot automations with, and not that we're competing with OpenAI or other of these other AI agent tools. These are things that you're going to be using on a repetitive basis. And sometimes it's not the AI prompt, it's about hard coding, stuff that Wayne is very good at. He's got about 25 years on the automation side of it. And that's where we really wanted to specialize this software tool, is we wanted to build automation tools that, one, they do use AI in some way, shape, or fashion, but it's also, how can we do things to help you as the customer and help us as the user of our own tools? What can we do to make our life easier and without buying all these subscriptions? So that's what BotMasher is. I'm just going to go with Wayne. I'm showing you a mind map, not necessarily the software, because we could get into demos on everything and really get excited about one specific, but we want to show you what we have right now, where we're going, and long-term future with BotMasher. And it is still in beta, but I want to tell you, we're about to go public with it because we've got it in a manner that it can be packaged and sold as a set of automation tools. And you still can get beta through this weekend. I think we're going to extend it all next week because we really want to get you involved in the development process of any ideas that you think might be automated. And we started this back in, I think we did a launch during Black Friday. So you may have been overwhelmed with other offers or webinars or everything else. You may not have ever seen it. So this is your chance to see what BotMasher is. And it's kind of been on our back burner as we've developed AI Masher and RSS Masher and some really cool stuff in there. But this is our long-term play with automations and how we can incorporate AI and automation all together. And we're tossing them all into one big Swiss Army knife toolkit. So, Wayne, let's start off with what we have now, what's working, and where we're going with it.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you want me to go into the software?
Yeah, you want
I could
to screen
just
share, or do you want to work off this mind map here? Well, let's show them the screen.
yeah,
I'm
yeah. I could basically show you the desktop, and then I can just give you a brief overview of what's there now.
Okay, I've stopped share, so it's up to you now.
So this is the BotMasher web app. We have actually got a desktop app as well, and I'll explain why we've got that as we go through the options. So down the left, you're going to see a familiar menu like many of our other tools. And in BotMasher, we've got an article scraper, and basically what that will do is it will allow you to put a keyword in. You can see here we've got AI there as a example. And you can just click search for the keyword and it'll go out and it'll find relevant articles about that keyword, which are basically trending in the search engines. So it'll go in and it'll look and it'll get them and scrape them out. So you'll see here that it's picked up deep dive into Alaya AI, Mansa AI, etc., etc. And you see it's found quite a few. But you can keep adding to this list in the same group. So you can put another keyword in. So you can see we did AI automation, AI in the workplace, and then you can just click these links. It will take you to the article. And if you like the article, you can either read up on it or you could use the AI Masher Chrome extension and snag it and take it and rewrite it using AI Masher. So this is a quick way without you having to go out and find things and you've got them all in one place. So that's called the article scraper for any
Wait,
keyword.
let me add to that. We built
Mhm.
this for, I guess, our attention deficit, but we built it to find trending articles, not all the junk, not all the ads, not all the sponsored posts that are in there. So this is finding trending articles based on the keyword. And like Wayne said, is you click on it, you like it, you use the Chrome extension. That's why we built these tools, is to automate some things that we get distracted just like you do when we go into Google search. We're searching for AI automation. All of a sudden, we're learning how to fold a fitted sheet. It keeps you focused on what is trending on this particular keyword. What I didn't mean to interrupt you, but I wanted to say why this is important for you that we have it inside of BotMash.
Yeah, absolutely. The next one on the list is search engagement. Now, what this does is you'll be able to when you go to Google search and you type in a keyword and you look down the list and you find something that you like and you click on it, that's an indicator to Google that that search led you to that particular link and you clicked on it. So that gives that website a bit of a kudos point in Google's eyes because throughout all the other searches that it gave you, you chose that one to click on. So if we can get automation to do that for your own websites, so to put the keyword in that you want to search for, and then automatically search through the results until it finds it. And if it finds the link that you're looking for, it actually clicks on it. It's gonna help your SEO. It's gonna Google's gonna go, oh, okay. You typed in AI or automation or something, and you came to a website about AI automation and it was clicked on. It's gonna benefit that link. So if you put your own links into a tool and then let automation go and search through it, that is basically what we've automated. And to do that, we've built a desktop app which you install on your PC, and then you can feed it a lot of search queries, and you can save them as templates. So you can do some of it on the web. So here we've got one, Geek Out Fridays. So I've called it Geek Out Fridays. The keyword is Geek Out Fridays, all one word, and the URL is geekoutfridays.com. And then you can get it to scan how many pages in Google do you want it to go and look for before it gives up, and how long do you want to stay on the website if it finds it, and how long do you want to wait between each search. And then basically you can save that as a template, and then when you run the tool on your desktop, it will go through and automate searching through proxies to look for that keyword. It will search that keyword and it will look for that URL in the list. And if it finds it, it will click on it. Excuse me. And we can also get it to look for URLs on the final website. So it will look at the website and go, is there any clickable links on here? And if there is, it will click it. So it tries to simulate a human scrolling up and down and maybe clicking on something else. And that's all to do with search engagement, which you can then stack all your examples together and you can get your system to run them all in one go, which is why we've got the how long to wait between each one, which you could put like 25 seconds if you wanted, or 30 seconds, 50 seconds, whatever. And then you could run 6 or 7 of these and just let the automation do it for you. So this one's pretty good, pretty useful. Recommend you use that.
Yeah. Now let me add to it. Search engagement, think of it as you could hire a team of people to click using different proxies. This is the trick to it. Different proxies from your own computer. Go out and solve captchas if it needs to, but so that different people could be simulated as a bot, or their bot simulations of people crawling, looking for keywords, and then looking for a URL. But we even took it one step further and we thought, well, what if we could have a crowd do this for you? So, Wayne, show us what Crowd Clicker is. And it's very similar to this, but it uses the power of lots of people doing the same thing, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The crowd clicker is what we want to, the end result is to see people going to the URLs, going to the website, staying on the website, scrolling up and down on the website, and maybe click something and go off onto something else. And the benefit of this is if everybody in the membership uses it, everyone's going to get clicks from everyone else. And it works on a credit system so that if you click on someone else's link, you'll get a credit so that someone else can click on your link. So it's you don't have to buy credits, but you have to be in it to win it effectively. You have to click on other people so other people can click on yours. And the beauty of this is we've interfaced it into booster pages. So when you go to add URLs, if you put your booster page API in here, you can go to booster pages and then you can go into my URLs or RSS feeds or even the API, and it will pull from booster pages any of your campaigns, any of your RSS feeds that you've got set up, or any of the API. So if I wanted to say get me the 100 URLs from the API, and the API is if you've got the automation in RSS Masher automatically sending links to booster pages, that's an API call from RSS Masher. So all those URLs that have been stacked up and been sent to booster pages, you can automatically pull into here. And then we can add these to the queue. So these 100 links are going to go into the crowd clicker, and then all the membership is going to go and visit it. It's going to click on the first one. It's going to go to the website. It's going to stay on there. It's going to scroll up and down. It's going to, if you tick a box to say that you're happy for it to go off and click something else on there, you get an extra credit for doing that. So effectively, we're giving visual clues to Google because obviously all of our sites have got analytics plugged in, but your websites are going to get clicks from all the other members. So it's going to basically give a traffic boost. And also Google's going to see that and go, oh, this is getting some traffic and basically hopefully help it to rank up. But at least you're getting some engagement on your links, which is what we want. So if everybody pulls together and does that, this is going to be excellent by self-perpetuating everyone's links. You can click on other URLs and you can just paste in any URL that you want to visit and just add it to the crowd clicker. And the crowd clicker works on the desktop because obviously we need, when lots of people are visiting, it can use the proxies and it can use your desktop machine to go off. You can just leave it running in the corner and it'll just go off and visit however many URLs are in the queue. So that's the crowd clicker.
Wayne,
And
let me add to this.
mhm.
When we go public with this, we're going to have I wouldn't say it a free version, but we'll have a low cost or free trial version that will allow people to get the crowd clicker. Our idea is get the crowd clicker in as many hands as possible. And it's based on a credit system, so they can't just put all their URLs and not do their own crowd clicking, or they'll burn through their credits and they won't be able to use it anymore. The idea is for everybody to use it, and as they run it on their system, they're going to build up credits, and then they can put in more URLs. So the idea is get as many people as we can crowd clicking through BotMasher, and some of them are going to buy BotMasher. That's our goal, is they buy the software. But even if they don't, they're still serving you, the customer of BotMasher, by clicking on your links. So that's where we're going with CrowdClicker. You may see it as down the road as a free service. Well, it's going to be free but limited type service. But you get unlimited on CrowdClicker. And we do have the credit system, and once you get in, you'll figure it all out. But you just plug it in on your computer, add a second computer if you want, just let it run. That's the beauty about it.
Yeah.
Tell us about RSS Feed Finder. I know we're getting short on time, but I really want to get into the lead magnets and video magic that's coming out.
Yeah, the RSS feed finder keeps asking us, how do you find RSS feeds? And there's lots of ways, but now there's a BotMasher way. And you type in the keyword, however many you want. Does it need to have a description and content, which is useful if you want them in RSS Masher? Then you press search and it will go through and it will scrape the internet to find them, and it will give you a big list. And if we go into feed lists, you'll see that, for example, there went gardening and it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 links there. And if we go into AI in the workplace, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. And the key is obviously I would selected 5 in the results, but you can pick a bigger number. And then you can copy these to the clipboard if you want. You can download them all. But the key is here, we can send them direct to RSS Masher. So if you've got RSS Masher, you plug your API key in integrations, you click the button, and it will send these over and drop them into, if when you create a mash and you go to the website tab, there's some drop downs at the top for some feeds. It will automatically insert it into there for you, and it will put it at the top, and it will be called, it'll have BotMasher and then like AI in the workplace. And you'll be able to just pick them and drop them straight into your mash just by going keyword, wait, click.
This is really helpful if you're building up a website and you just want content. And that's the reason we built RSS Master. Get content as fast as you can, have it continuously posting. And we even integrated it with AI Master, so you can rewrite an RSS feed with AI Master. Brilliant workflow. So you can get unique, original content. And it all starts with just finding feeds. That's the trick to it. Wayne, I didn't mean to slow you down, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's fine. So that's RSS Feed Finder. There's also a version on the desktop as well, which works slightly differently and finds feeds slightly differently, but both do the same result. Now, lead magnets, this is kind of, well, cool is really the word I want to pick, but if ever you want to put something in on your website that's a lead capture, or you want something really clever to entice people to fill it in or to get something back, we can create this. You can create something on a form that goes on your site, and then we can even run an AI prompt to get the results and then send it straight back, all in within that same area on your website. It all gets run from AI Masher. So if you wanted to create a lead form, you click add, and I'll just edit this one. And then you give it a name, you give it a title, and then I'll say, well, this is just a redirect URL, and I want to send it to BotMasher. So discover how to write a book before lunch. And then do you want to email that result to the person that's filled it in? And if you tick that box, and then as soon as they click submit, it will send an email to them as well. But because you've ticked that, then obviously we need an email field on the form. So it would automatically create an email field and a button. And you can create as many text boxes as you want. You've got a field of type email, and you've got a button and a text box. So you can put name in there if you want. If you wanted to capture their first name as well, you just put first name as a text box. And then you could have a placeholder as well as something like enter your name if you want. And click update. And you'll see how it's inserted it. The button's always at the bottom. If you want to swap these two around, you can. You can just move them up and move them down. So I just click on move up. Then the name goes to the top. And then the email is the second box. And then the button's at the bottom. And then when you're happy with that, you click on show HTML. It gives you the HTML. You copy this, and you drop it on your website.
You could
And
drop it in like a widget if you're on WordPress, a
yeah,
custom HTML widget, or into a master site. In fact, Wayne, pull up Amazing Hamburger just to show them an example of a recipe prompt that we made. Now, we're going to be adding a lot of different prompt makers in there over time, but you can write your own
yeah, I put Hamburg.
hamburglar. Yeah. And it should be near the bottom. This is one of my test sites that I still make AdSense money off of it. In fact, it does a 4-pack for me now if you just type in the amazing hamburger. So there's the recipe right there. And it's just give me a tasty recipe. So just, let's fill out something in there.
I will put veg.
Now,
Give
this is
me
a Michelin 5-star chef that is writing this. Well,
so
imaginary chef.
the HTML code I showed you here. You'd copy that, you'd put it in the widget on your website, and it makes this for you. You don't have to
Yes.
do anything else. And then all the clever code, the JavaScripts are all sitting on BotMasher, and they all get run over there. But the formatting is on your side. And then when you click this, rather than a redirect, we've done using AI, and I'll show you that in a minute, but we'll give you the result back here. You'll see it. So give me the good recipes, click. You'll see it's fired, it's processing. You know it's doing something because the dots are moving.
Now, this is even better than giving somebody a list of AI prompts because you don't get anything from it. If you have a clever prompt that you like, you can build your own magnet, your own lead magnet in here. And I love this. I mean, this is one of the greatest things. I was paying Koala magnets $45 a month for this exact same thing. So again, we're eliminating subscriptions. Look at that. That is just beautiful.
Yeah, a visually stunning and flavorful vegetarian dish, elevating simple ingredients to fine dining elegance. How about that? And then at the bottom, we've got some clever buttons. You can copy it to the clipboard, and then this is the good bit. If by not putting any email box up here, basically like there's no
Friction.
friction, that's the word.
Yep.
There's no friction from the user. So they go, oh yeah, I'll type something in. But when they've seen that, they go, oh yeah, I'd like that email to me actually. So you click on this, and then you can type in blah 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 blah, your email address. You click send a copy now, and that comes flying over into their email address, and then those results will end up in your form data. So here's one I did before. And then when you have a look inside, the food type they take was salmon, and then the email address was my Gmail. So you get this information back. And we also store the actual AI results. So if that was an AI prompt, you click on view AI result, and then down here is exactly what was sent to the user, the HTML for the actual recipe that they built. So being as it's going to be using your OpenAI to run this, you may as well keep what everyone has asked it to build. And it's useful to see what people are asking for as well. But the main thing is it's engagement on your site, and it's also you're getting leads from it.
Yep. Now, Wayne, scroll up to how we're making them, because once we built this, we go, oh, we can build this. But ideally, if you want to put something on their email, you want to give them a recipe, but you want to give them the next step. For 100 of our favorite recipes, we got an Amazon book on vegetarian meals or whatever you want to put in there, but it would be a call to action at the end of the lead magnet that you email to them. So we're not, I mean, we could put it on the output screen, but really you want them to have it in their possession on their email is the next step, the next call to action. So this is where it becomes really brilliant for you is not only are you able to send this, but you're able to put a call to action in their email. And now you've captured their email and you can follow up with, put it in an autoresponder series. And we're going to be doing some clever things with and this will be coming out in a few weeks, with the actual content that's shown is if we abbreviate it. So we'll put bullet points, but if they want the full recipe and the cooking directions and the pairing information of what wines go with it, give us your email. So there's going to be an incentive to get their email to get more stuff or more recipes or more dog training tips, whatever the lead magnet is.
Yeah.
And if they get to your website and you can get them hooked with this is the way to capture lead and build customers. So we're very, very excited about it.
Yeah. If you wanted to, we've got, when you use AI, you can use our shared prompts, which we've got a few in there at the moment. So you can use our recipe maker, or you can click my prompt and you can type your own in. And there'll be training on there to do all this properly when you get in. But effectively, if you can write a small prompt in there, it will run it, and then that's what gets sent back to them. So
Yep.
you're not tied down to what we think's good. You can make your own as well.
Yep. And a clue here is if you don't even know how to write a prompt, just go to chat and say, write me a prompt that is about how to do something. And my audience is this. And it will write your prompt and you just paste it in there. And it's just really, really easy to do. And like Wayne said, we'll have training and we may have a master class on creating lead magnets with this tool. This is as popular as all our other features in BotMasher. This is the one that you'll use the most, I feel like, is creating lead magnets for all your websites with this.
Yeah, absolutely. Video Magic. This one's quite interesting really because it allows everyone's seen the baby podcast videos that's going around. So we've got to do them well, they take a little bit of time. So we've effectively automated it and we've helped you out with what's going on behind the scenes. But effectively, you can create an image of someone, turn it into a baby podcaster, a stand-up comedian, an old man if you want. And then you can automate the creation of these videos and then get them to plop out the other end. You do what you want with it. So if you basically, we've got media packs built in as well into BotMasher. There's no Google API to worry about. We've taken care of that in BotMasher. So you can see I've got a few people in here. So one of them that's Neil deGrasse Tyson. I created a media pack of him. And then if you just go to search by keyword, you can type the names in and click search, and then Google search will find images. And the ones that you like, you can add them into the pack. And then we basically store them in our cloud for you. So these are quite a few pictures of Neil. So once you've got that media pack, you can convert them. So you're going to convert images, give it a name, and then we've got age podcaster, baby stand-up comedian at the moment. So I chose baby podcaster. You choose the media pack, and then you choose a destination media pack where you want to store the pictures, and you can create a new one here on the fly if you want, if you haven't got one. And then you click update, and then if it's active, the system will just go ahead and convert all these pictures of him into a baby podcaster. So you
Yeah,
can,
click on one of those. Show 'em what it looks
yeah.
like.
I mean, it does actually look like it, doesn't
That's
it?
brilliant. Look at the hairline too. I mean, and the
Yeah.
mustache.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. And we do it in a vertical video format or vertical image format. So it adapts very easily to TikTok and Facebook Reels.
They're so good.
They are good.
So, and then once you've got this, you've got a base image. You can go to TikTok and you can look for an audio, a video, or even an account. Um, when you find an audio that you think is good, we've got a TikTok scraper. So all you do is you paste in the video in there, or the account. If you click an account in, it says how many days back you want to go, and it will scrape. If you put 7 days, it will scrape all the videos that are 7 days or newer in age and bring them in. So if you do that, you'd be mindful that the account has actually got good videos on there that you want. Or you can just scrape one at a time because you found one that's perfect, and you can just scrape that one and bring it in. And then when you've scraped it in, you get the title, you get the video URL, which we're not that interested in really. It's the audio that we want. So we're scraping the TikTok because we want the audio of the actual voice, especially if it's a comedian and you want them telling the jokes or being funny with their actual voice. So we scrape that audio, and then we pick a random image from the like the baby Neil is the baby versions of the ones that we converted. So I've got a media pack of 6 or 7 versions of him as a baby. So it randomly picks one to go along as the start of the video. And if you don't like it or it's picked the same one more than once, you can change it anyway. You can just highlight it and pick one from the list and change it. But the key element is here is that we got the audio.
I want to talk about a timeline of the universe.
So that's the video that we've got, the audio, sorry. And then we've interfaced with Hedra, and HeyGen is coming probably tail end of this week. It's almost there. So you basically interface, you put the API key of Hedra or HeyGen, and you just highlight it and click create video, and that's it. That's all you have to worry about. And then BotMasher takes care of creating the containers, sending the image, sending the audio, sending a prompt that actually will work. Because if you don't prompt it correctly, all kinds of things happen. I mean, you could end up with a microphone that's just floating in midair because he's not holding it, for example, which is one of the reasons we did it, because that happened to us. So doing a baby stand up, you want him to hold the microphone, and we've fixed that. And then the video comes out the end, which you can then download. And if you go to the video section, these are the videos that are being made, and you can download them, or you can actually schedule them now. If you integrate with a tool called Upload Post, which you can get a free account to start with, and you can upload. Basically, it's an API only tool that allows you to add your TikTok, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, etc. into it, and then we pull those in. So basically, if we go to Upload Post, we get the social profiles and it pulls them all in, the ones that you've added, and then we can schedule those in our scheduler. So effectively, then we can say in the Video Magic, schedule templates. You can make as many of these as you want. Like I've got one that's just TikTok. I've got one that's every 15 minutes, which will be Instagram, LinkedIn, Threads, TikTok. when you've got a video like that one there, you can just assign it a schedule, pick the schedule, and then the system will take care of sending it to your socials, TikTok. Then it will probably, if you put a delay, it'll wait, and then it will send it to Instagram, and then it'll wait, and so on. So it's populating interesting videos that people watch across your socials. And the idea is, if you want, is to create multiple TikTok and Instagram accounts and group them so that if you've got a comedy TikTok channel, you can send a comedy video to that. If you've got a more serious video that's promoting something, you can probably send it to your own TikTok. Basically, the world's your oyster, really.
Yeah. Now, remember at the beginning of this call is we talked about we're replacing other subscriptions. This one little box Wayne created down here, the scheduler, it replaces a tool like Repurpose. Instead of paying another $50 for a subscription, this one little box does that for you. All you have to have is the upload data or upload post API, which is very inexpensive. But this is what this will do is post it to all the different socials that you have lined up for you automatically. This is just absolutely brilliant. So the only API you'll need your Hedra or HeyGen, but you'll need the upload post if you want to automate this. But it's so much cheaper doing it this way than using a syndication tool with this. Now, if you do just decide to download and build your own N8N and it works, that's the big trick. You could use Zapier or Make or any of these to drop in, a video, but you got to build it yourself. So if you don't want to build it yourself, you want it automated, Wayne's giving you that magic box right there, the schedule.
This is the end result.
Think about things you miss because of how short our time on Earth is. The best example I can give is when you walk around and say, oh, there's a nice puffy cloud. You don't stare at it for an hour, you just notice it. If you do a time lapse of the cloud, they're alive. Yet when you walk down the street, you think it's just sitting there peaceful and calm. Imagine mountain building on Earth. Imagine watching the Hawaiian Islands pop up. Imagine watching ice ages come and go. Imagine watching species of life rise up, the dinosaurs, and then an asteroid comes, they go extinct, essentially overnight in the fossil record. That's a whole other way to see the world. And it's the task of the geologist, the astrophysicist, to think about how that works.
Brilliant.
That is brilliant. And they get likes. What's incredible is that, can you show your TikTok just to show the number of views? Wayne showed me this when he first did this. I'm like, you're getting views even before we're finished. Look at that.
1,081, 304, 779, 724. Yeah.
Amazing. And we're going to be adding where you can write or where you can put your own audio in there if you don't want to use a TikTok scrape.
The thing to notice with my account, because I opened it a long time ago, but I didn't do anything with it, and I've only just started doing something with it. I've only got 16 followers, but I've got 1,009 likes, and I'm getting 700 views, 700 views, 300 views, 1,000 views. Yeah. TikTok is just, as soon as somebody starts viewing it, they share it around. So it's not going to be long before this starts to go up. The followers go up.
Amazing. Well, let me take over the screen from here, Lane, and just kind of give them an idea of a roadmap of where we're going with all this.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for sharing, because, guys, Wayne's been living and breathing this, and we haven't really been able to announce it because we've had other things going on, but we want to share it with you. There's a lot of automations going in behind the scenes that you never see that Wayne has been writing and fixing and tweaking and squashing all the bugs and everything. But it's to a point now where we're ready to go public with it and have a roadmap of what we're going to be doing in the future. So let me just kind of go over the Video Magic Automator, which you just saw, will be available probably by the end of next week. or maybe even sooner.
Yeah,
But
hopefully Tuesday, Wednesday next week. So
the
very, very
ability to put
soon.
in your own audio is going to be, it may be by next Friday too.
Yeah, yeah.
But the clever thing about putting your own audio, especially if you have like 11 labs or something like that, is we have a baby cast script writer that I'm developing out. It's a GPT, and we're going to share it with all the BotMasher people, but it will write you a video script and babyfy it. So it has some comedy in there that a baby would, be saying about current news or world reports, basketball news or championships. Or you could just give it anything, any topic you want, it would babyfy it. Different writing styles. And then you'll be able to take these scripts and put them into 11 labs or put them into BotMasher. We'll run them through your 11 labs, get the audio, and then pair it up with an image. And then you can make a video of your own script with your own baby in there with your own voice or whatever voice you have on 11 labs. It's going to be very, very clever. We're very excited about it because it gives you a lot of opportunities besides just finding them on TikTok. Now you can be the creative behind writing this. Very fun to do. So public launch, end of June, 1st of July, we're going to go public with this. So right now, you could still get the beta pricing on it, that it's $497. It's a lifetime deal, or we have a 3-pay plan, I think of $197 or something like that. When we go public, that lifetime deal will go to $997. So right now you can save $500 off a lifetime deal just by grabbing the beta version. We're probably going to keep it open until we go public, which may be a week or 2 weeks. We got a lot of things that we got to get on the website side of it and the sales copy side. But as soon as we go public, you won't have that beta offer again. In fact, we'll let you know, but ideally is grab it this weekend, start playing with it, because when you get this video magic automator in there and you get your lead magnet, you got all this other stuff that's going on. You're going to go, well, I understand now why Wayne is automation guru here. This is our long-term play on a lot of things is we will test it here. And if it has a lot of legs on it, it may become a software. So you get the development side of a marketing automation tool, like you said, the Swiss Army knife of automation. But let me kind of go into some development plans that we've got in the roadmap. We're looking at doing a find, watch, and like YouTube video bot. Now, this is probably late 2025 that we'll get around to getting this in there. But what if you could plug in your YouTube videos and have people find them, watch them, like them, comment? I know there's subscriptions out there that are $197 a month. This bot will replace it. It's all part of BotMasher. Also, hashtags. Hashtags are getting so popular, especially with TikTok and all the socials, is what if you could have a hashtag social sharing bot? We're going to make one for you. AI data extraction. Now, this is late. This is where we're going to actually extract data, create outlines to put into other tools, aka AI Masher and RSS Masher, maybe even BookMasher in there. And we have some other bot ideas on the roadmap. I'll just kind of explain this. We always wanted to go blog to video. So we've got the tools and we're getting the APIs hooked up. But what if you could take your blog and have an AI summary create a video script? Well, if you've been on Geek Out Friday, you saw the predecessor for all this is we're writing video scripts in the background. Nobody knows this yet, but we have a course, we have some GPTs out there, but we're going to incorporate that into BotMasher where you put your blog in there and it's going to be a set it and forget it, and it will write the script, make the video, and even post it using this upload post data. Very, very cool. We're going to have a GPT maker. I make GPTs all the time. Wayne does too. We use them to test things, to see what what we can put in OpenAI that we can standardize for, like the AI sandbox and AI Masher and some other things that we're building. So we make them. So we're going to add that feature into BotMasher later on, late 2025. This is something that I have wanted. There's a program called Ideal Ape, and I kicked myself. I could have got it at $47 a month and stayed on that subscription. That's the same subscription right now, is $197 a month. You put in a topic, it goes to Reddit, it finds all the questions, all the answers, and it will write you a summary based on different question types. Well, we're going to build that inside of BotMasher. And it's just a matter of getting the Reddit and everything working in there. We've already got the prompts set up. So there's a lot of development on the back end that we don't tell you until it's actually finished. So very, very excited about BotMasher. So to wrap it up, is we kind of explained what BotMasher is. Hard to explain sometimes. Is it is the Swiss Army knife of bot automations. And we started with SEO. We started with crowd clicking and Media Mixer and RSS Feed Finder, stuff that will support our other tools. But now we're building out. What do we want? What subscriptions are out there that we don't want to pay for that we want to just automate? Wayne is perfect at creating the concept, automating it, and putting all the APIs together to make it all work. That's the magic of why we have video batching. We started thinking about this about 30 days ago, and we go, Wayne said, we can do it. We can build it. And he figured it all out. So just imagine in 6 months from now, a year from now, all the advances in AI, but they miss an automation trick in there. Well, we'll figure out that automation trick and we'll put it inside BotMasher. It's going to be a growing tool, software that you're going to use. Very, very excited. Wayne, anything to add before we leave outside of this is the prime opportunity to grab this right now?
Yeah, we're also going to be dropping various AI agents in there that will go off and do things for you. That will be on the plan. But going to the video magic, the reason that we've automated all the steps is obviously to make your life easy, but also that we've automated the steps, but then we can automate going forward. So the long-term goal of that is just make me another video and put it on TikTok without you having to go back into BotMasher and go, well, there's the baby picture. That's the TikTok I've scraped. There's the video. This is where I want it to go. You'll just say, use this account, get this audio, do one a day and set it and forget it. And the system will build that and they'll just appear on your socials. So that's the reason that Video Magic, the long-term goal of Video Magic is to do it without you having to log in.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing, Wayne just gave you the exact automation or the exact way to make a video. Take a script, get an audio, get an image, go to a video maker, put it all together, make sure it's right, tweak it a little bit, edit it, make the titles right, make the hashtags right, and then send it off to TikTok. Well, we're taking all 20 of those steps and just putting it inside BotMasher because I'm not going to do that more than once. So very, very excited. Take advantage of this, grab it in beta, and we will see you on another video. So thanks for joining us. Bye for now.